Wade in the water, children, wade in the water. The rain's gonna trouble the water.
What's good, y'all? What's good? Welcome back to another week of The Rant. I am your host, Key. If it is your first time in The Rant,
What's up, y'all?
Hey, y'all.
First timers? You know what I'm saying?
please
up,
like,
what's
share,
up?
and follow us on YouTube
Yes.
at The Rant TV.
Yes, ma'am.
On
Yes, sir.
Snapchat, _Rant TV.
whatever you
Instagram,
are.
The Rant TV. And that's RANT
Yeah.
TV.
Yeah, and add our personal accounts as well.
Yeah.
Personal
Oh,
accounts definitely going to be
Yeah.
on the
Oh, shit.
description
I'm-
box
I'm-
below
Wait,
on
go ahead,
YouTube.
do
I'm
it
the
first.
dark_Chance3. You know what I'm saying? You ain't seen me in real life, but I do look like Chance the Rapper. And what you call it? I'm dark skinned though. He's light skinned. I'm dark
Chocolate.
skinned, so I'm the dark Chance. You know, follow me on Instagram, Snapchat, Facebook. You can just follow me by my government name, but I'm not putting that out. So yeah.
Yeah.
All right, your host, could it be Key? Yes, it could. And it's 2 Y's
Mm-hmm.
on Snapchat, Instagram, and Twitter.
Yeah. Okay.
And mine is simply L SIIMPLY_ELLE.
Why she sound like she was
Simply
spelling
L.
Mississippi? M.I.
Simply L on Instagram and Snapchat.
Okay.
All right, you guys. So we're gonna get right into this rant of the day, Mr. Michael.
Okay, so if y'all didn't know, I work at FedEx. Hey, status update. A nigga got his rent money, so we all good. Everything's life is
right
straight.
on.
But I digress. I work at FedEx, right? And peak season about to start up, so they've been asking us to work Sundays. Well, I come in. Last Sunday was very easy. I went in maybe 2 hours and got off. So this Sunday, I was thinking the same thing. We go in at 10 in the morning. I was all like, okay, nigga gonna go ahead, go in, get his 2 hours and be gone. It wasn't that at all. It wasn't.
You should
that
have
at
known
all.
that when you went in.
No, I shouldn't have, because at 12, I was still doing boxes, and what happened was, I don't know what little badass kid asked
my
his
God.
mama for ATVs. Like the little Rover ATVs that go
Yeah.
like 5 miles. I don't know what little bad motherfucker asked his mama for them shits, but we unloaded trucks and trucks of them motherfuckers.
Christmas is coming up, guys.
Yeah, when I say 60 to 120 of them bitches, we was unloading them bitches.
heavy
And I was
too,
so
right?
upset because them hoes, they're not heavy and I ain't no little bitch. But I was just like, damn, like, why do you need so many motherfucking trucks? Walmart don't need
Is
this.
it one order?
I think each truck was like an order to a different store. Like,
Oh, okay. So you're like fulfilling the store.
yeah. And then we have these things called like hot trailers where like they can't stay too long. Like we got to get them out like really quickly. So each one of those trailers that had the motherfucking ATVs were hot trailers. So we breaking our fucking necks trying to like throw out these damn little ATVs and shit.
And you can only work like 4 hours a day, right?
I mean, we can work longer than that. FedEx just cheap. I love y'all, FedEx. I got a job right now. Don't fire me. What you call it? FedEx just cheap, and they ain't gonna let us go too much overtime. Because if they could, they work us like slaves. We're already like borderline slaves.
Yeah.
So yeah,
Low key.
yeah,
But, is that your run of the day or what?
yeah. Because them niggas ain't shit. You know what time I got off? 2 o'clock.
Oh.
And you
I was-
went in at what time?
10.
You went in at 10 o'clock.
I was supposed to get off at 12.
To
I
2
had
extra
shit to
hours,
do.
yeah.
After that, I had to go to my parents' house and move some shit over there, which was pretty nice because I saw my niece and my nephew, and they didn't got big.
Did you ask your mom about them headphones?
No, she actually was at work, and when I got to the house, nobody was home. So I had to I went and started doing it, and by the time I was almost done, my daddy pulled up and my brother pulled up. So I had to chop it up with them, and then after that, I went fucking home. Went and did my own shit.
Speaking of work, I'm still unemployed.
Amazon ain't called you?
Nah.
Ooh.
Ooh. I think, what day did I call them? I called them Thursday, I did. I called them on Thursday, right? And talking to the HR people once again for like the third time, and they changed my schedule once again. So now I'm like, they scheduled me for a different day. It's supposed to be the 15th is when I'm supposed to start, or whatever, and then the days is now Thursday through Tuesday, 12 a.m. to 4 a.m. because I couldn't do the mid shift.
That's tough. But hey, on a brighter note of my rant, I got another job opportunity. This place called Digital Room, and we make the packing stickers for Amazon and FedEx.
Oh, the one that you were talking about last week?
Yeah. I got the interview, so I go to that tomorrow.
I should have done that. What's the website for that? They still hiring?
It was on Indeed. Yeah, I can send it to you. They should be still.
Yeah, send that to me. See if I can get something in there before Amazon. Because if they don't call me this week, I look like they can kiss my ass.
Kiss.
Yeah, but okay, so we should talk about that shooting that happened this week. And I think it was California, was it not?
In that bar?
Yeah, in the bar,
Okay.
in what's it called? I think it's called Thousand Oaks, California.
Yes, that was the one where Tia Tamara's niece
Yeah.
got shot. She was one of the people who got shot.
Yeah, she did get shot. So basically what happened, an ex-Marine, I'm not going to say his name on the thing, because I guess that's real personal, but went to the club and just started shooting. And
was it like 12 people who died?
It was 12 people who died, about 100 people injured, and stuff like that. So the police had talked to his mom. So
he was young?
He's 28.
Oh, shit. Yeah.
Turns out he was married. Got married in 2011. Got divorced or whatever, and in 2013. So he's been living with his mom ever since then or whatever. And I guess basically his mom was like, she didn't know, she was kind of scared and feared for him because she didn't think, like, I guess like his well-being.
Also, shout out to the veterans because it's Veterans Day today.
It is Veterans Day.
So thank you for your service.
Thank you for your service.
Day.
We salute y'all.
Yeah. PTSD is real.
It is. It's
Depression
very
is real.
But you know, that's the funny part that I wanted to talk about is because, like, how come when niggas shooting and shit,
they
don't want to say we got PTSD or some shit like that. But when it's a Caucasian male, oh, he got PTSD.
Yeah, and it doesn't even help that he's also like in the military.
But anywho, so yeah, that was just like, that's kind of weird. I think, in my opinion, it's like, how come when we do shit like that, like, we don't get, that type of treatment and stuff? I mean, the dude's dead now. I think he killed himself. They found him in the club. So
the club that he shot up.
Yeah, the club that he shot up. They ended up finding him in there. Yeah. So I don't know if he shot himself.
Was he one of the 12 or was it like?
I don't know. I don't know if it was suicide. I haven't read up on that part. They haven't released the part if it was suicide. I just know when the cops found him, he was in the club dead. So I don't know if somebody shot him or he shot himself after the incident or whatever it is. But, like, how do y'all feel about, like, when people, like, how the world categorize different races?
I mean,
like
it's unfair, first of all. Like, I understand people do have mental illnesses and, sometimes you get pushed to that point. But if you're going to say one person, is able to do that, then you need to make that available for everybody.
Yeah, because it's kind of like you got to hold these people accountable.
Hold everybody accountable. And even more so, like, if you kill somebody, like, a life is a life. Like, I don't know if I agree with them like putting them into a mental institution after they kill somebody because it's
Yeah,
still a
because
decision.
murder is murder. Because I mean, even if you like African American, Hispanic, or whatever, like most typical people who murder somebody, you either get the electric chair or you get life.
Yeah, like
So
Life
a life for a life.
without parole. And
yeah, life without
then,
parole.
My thing, okay, I may not be the smartest
Don't say that.
person. No, because it always confused me. And really it's against because I'm I'm a pre-law major, but it always confused me when like you see like criminals be like, oh, they get a triple life sentence. And I'd be all like, what? But then somebody told me a life sentence is 60 years. And then a triple life sentence would be
180.
180. So then, like, a life sentence is only 60 years. And then I was all like, oh, okay, so it's not really their whole life. It's just the
majority.
expected life, which is 60 years.
So basically, even if they went out at 20 years old or whatever, dude probably won't get out till he's damn near 90.
Yeah. So he should be dead by then.
Yeah, that's why they
Yeah,
probably
yeah.
just give him life. But if you got triple life,
Yeah, triple life, you ain't getting that. It's a
you
wrap.
done.
It's a wrap.
Point blank.
Even double life, 120. Oh yeah, that's a
Double.
wrap. It's very few people who live to 120, and I think the oldest lady is like 110.
Yeah, I was like
110,
110. Yeah.
Mm.
So also, y'all know of the fire that happened.
Yeah.
Was it Thursday or Friday? Anyway, so
How did the fire start? Like, was it just because like it was dry and something?
yeah, it was dry, hot, humid. Came from the coast or whatever. They call it the campfire, is what I read.
I seen August Alsina on his Instagram. He was
He was close. He
Yeah,
was real close to it. It didn't burn his house down, but he
Yeah.
did have to evacuate.
Yeah.
Who else? There was a known actor that lost his. That was real. I forget his name.
Now,
So it says, they call it the campfire. The fire that happened. Said it's the deadliest in California history. The Griffith Park fire, of which the one of history was the one in 1933, with 29 fatalities. 7 of the victims in Paradise died in their vehicles.
Oh, like trying to get away.
Yeah, and I think that was 1933. And then Sheriff Corey said that 228 people were still accounted for in Northern California. State officials said they were not aware of anyone missing in connection to fire in the South. Statewide, about 149,000 were still under orders to leave their houses. That's a lot of people.
This is most recently.
Yeah, this is like this article came out like an hour ago. This lady, her name is Miss Kester, said, "I thought this is not how I wanted to die." Called on Sunday morning.
She died?
No,
Oh, okay.
that's just what she said.
that's Sarah Kestner, right? She's the oldest living lady, right?
Kester?
Kestner, yeah.
Yeah.
Oh, wait, that correlates?
No, that's not the same thing. I don't think
Okay.
that's the same person. This lady's
Okay.
52.
Okay.
But yeah, and then you had Trump with whatever he said, which was the most interesting part about this. He said there is no reason for these massive, deadly, and costly forest fires in California except that forest management is so poor. Billions of dollars are given each year with so many lives lost, all because of gross mismanagement of the forest. Remedy now or no more Fed payments.
Fuck Donald Trump.
Nobody gives two.
Did you hear
fucks
they were
what Donald
like what he did to
Trump
the black
said.
women, like who was interviewing him and stuff? Like I straight to show that to Donald Trump because he's really been in the news acting a fool towards black people. And I
Yeah.
don't like that at all.
What did he do?
He was like just like doing his normal stuff, but like there was a conference and everybody was asking him questions and stuff, and like the black women were getting up and asking him, and then he was like telling them to like sit down and like pointing at her and was like, you need to sit down, and this question don't have to do with blah 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 blah, and like just all this type of stuff. And then he was like pretty much like called like afterwards, like he had another conference thing and was like calling them like stupid and like, oh, she's not smart or all this type of stuff. And I was like, dude, like this is black women. Like, why are you like putting us down? Like, I mean, like that's normal for him, but like, still, it's upsetting.
Yeah. I
for him
don't
to do stuff
really,
like that.
I don't really like to keep up with like that type of politics, even though just because I know like how that stuff go. I end up just ignoring it because it's just like ain't nothing gonna change.
You
He's
know,
still gonna be the same all day, every
like,
day.
He's just a horrible person.
Mm-hmm.
You're horrible, but he's the horrible that we needed. You know, just to make us realize
Oh,
like
man. It's
where we
like-
was going. Like because we was on the coast. Like I really feel like
it was
America.
going good.
We were coasting. Like we was really big chilling in this bitch. Like we didn't care. America, da da da. This
Yeah, the
that.
best.
And Trump came in. And we was like, oh shit, fuck, we gotta get our shit together.
Us black people feel like that, but there's a whole lot of people who came out the woodworks that's like actually like supporting him, like down the earth Trump, and that's the scary part because like those people
Fuck
got
him.
money.
It's always the people who got money.
Yeah, but they supporting him, and like we're run on money. Like I don't, is it like the same amount of people who own the USA or something like that?
Mm-hmm.
Like it's only a few people. Like all the rest of us are like
That
peasants.
little small 1%
Yeah,
of
that 1%
the richest.
like runs the world. And it's not girls.
I
Oprah.
told you I wanted to be the 1% that runs the 1%.
Oprah. Oprah's one of the top 1% richest. I know I think she is. But anywho.
Yeah.
So that's all about like the fire and shooting and everything that happened in California or whatever. I just thought I should bring that up because that was some real stuff. People was like really dying. The
People really
thing
going through.
that like about the shooting that I didn't like was how the media is portraying this type of situation, and not just like the media, but I'm talking like, you know how usually everybody's like, dang, the media is fake, the media is this, the media is that, but then the people who are killing me is the people who's behind their phones twiddling and commenting on stuff.
Yeah.
Cause it's kind of like when I was what did I do? I was looking through. They had put something on Instagram. Father had just like doctors told him that your son died or whatever,
Mm-hmm.
and so he's probably like in a state of shock.
Mm-hmm.
So somehow the reporters end up getting an interview for him,
Mm-hmm.
and people. I was just reading the comments. And this man is like really crying, like really like
he going through
bawling.
it.
Yes, like he lost his child or whatever. And people in the comments were saying stuff like, "I don't see no tears. Where his tears at? He fake it. He did see that."
So they trying to make it feel
Eat
like
a
he's
dick,
being
little
fake.
niggas. Like,
Whoa.
like you not about to come at me after my son just died. You not about to come at me like that, niggas. Eat a dick. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah, because it's kind of like, like one dude was saying like, like I had my family die. I had something. He said something about his family dying.
Your family's
or
not my
something
family.
tragic happened or whatever.
Yeah.
And it was something tragic.
Trying to disregard the other guy's feelings.
Yeah, like
Yeah.
and then what he did was like, I guess like reporters and stuff. He was like, I couldn't talk for days when my father died or did something. He said,
Mm-hmm.
and he was like, but this man can comfortably come into the media and talk about that his son died.
I hold it better than you.
Everybody's
mental-
everybody's different. You
different,
can't. And then that man probably in a state of shock. He don't know what the hell he doing right now.
Yeah.
He just thinking like, I just need to get it out.
Because
like,
most
you know what I'm
cases we
saying?
don't hit you till like after the
Exactly.
effect.
Like
Yeah.
after all that happened, I'm just like, it's what kills me about the freaking like internet. It's just like people are so fast to like talk about people behind the thumbs, but I guarantee your bitch ass is not coming up and you won't fight that person though.
Exactly,
Square
right?
nigga, catch a round.
Like, for
Catch me
real.
outside.
Y'all got all this shit to say when you behind your phone screen and shit, but you won't say that shit when that
In
person
life,
in front of
yeah.
you. Like that shit, like
Oh God, niggas ain't built the same. Like
for real,
Yeah.
that shit is like, I'm just like,
niggas talking that shit on Twitter and
social
Facebook
media is
and
really
Instagram.
starting to become a problem.
Yeah.
Get smacked the fuck up.
Like, people think nobody gonna fight you because you said something. Like,
Yeah.
I applaud the people who know how to who know how to ignore the shit, but sometimes that just shit just be like, y'all say I'm retarded. Like, when did y'all go to school? You know what
They
I'm saying?
probably
Like,
didn't.
like, who was you?
Yeah.
All you can do all
Yeah.
day is sit behind your phone and talk shit about other
Yeah.
people.
What I am glad about is like the celebrities and stuff like that, like the influencers starting to like clap back. They used to not do that, you know what I'm saying? They
Yeah.
would have to like internalize it, but like now they be like replying back and being like bitches and stuff, and so that's kind of cool. Like,
It is, but then it's like I get why most of them don't or whatever because
it make them look like
it make them look like the bad guy, which is that's why a lot of them don't reply to that stuff. Is because they know for a fact somebody gonna flip it to make it seem like they the bad guy.
yeah, like the shade room going like copy and paste just a little piece, not
yeah,
the whole thing.
and not the whole thing and shit like that. Oh, the shade room is trash.
The shade room is trash, but it's good. It's entertaining.
It is entertaining until you be like that whole Nicki Minaj, Cardi B stuff. Boy, I was in the shade room.
Me too.
I was like,
Me too. I was like, man, you
What's
get
going
up
on
hot
in
topics.
here?
Yeah, what's going
I
on?
was like, what's going on? Like they really up in here wilding, but and that's social media stuff. But that was the thing about the like shooting that I didn't like. It's kind of like people are really like mourning their families, and people is like downing them because they act
They're
in a certain
more-
way.
Yeah.
But I guarantee you, if you was in their shoes, you
wouldn't-
wouldn't act like that.
Yeah.
Like,
And also,
and
like,
you want somebody to feel sorry for you.
yeah, I feel like also though, like they didn't even like for Tia and Tamara and them, like they didn't even know if like their niece was like one of the 12, so they over here like everybody else trying to figure out the news as it comes and stuff, and it's like dang, like
I
people like
fucking
not taking people in.
Yeah, like I feel for Tamara the most because
That was their like
that was her husband's sister, I think.
yeah
or something
like that. Yeah,
And she's 18 years old, lost her life over, and all she did was go to. That's why I don't go to the clubs. No,
Yeah.
I don't go to clubs. Like I never been
it was like
interested in going to clubs.
a country
but
music club too. Like
Yeah,
I would
you-
think like.
And,
Well, let me
and
not
the
say
bad
that.
part
That's
about it
racist.
is it was college night, so these are nothing but
Oh, okay,
teens
so these
in
are
there.
like kids. I was
Yeah.
wondering that too. I was like, why is like she 19 in a club? Like, why is she there? But like, yeah,
It was teen night.
that's really bad. Like for a 28-year-old to come and like
Kill
shoot
a
up
bunch
kids.
of kids. That's worse.
like kids. Like what the heck?
That's crazy as hell. But so you guys, I was gonna wait on this topic, but I think we should talk about it.
Mhm.
We still talking about it. Thanksgiving is coming
Yes.
up 2 weeks away.
Dang,
And
it's
I don't
actually-
know,
is it
Michael.
next?
I think your ex, you might have to go make that basket.
Thank
First of
you.
all, you ain't shit. Second of all, you not gonna play me like that.
Like I mean, she
I'm
like up
nasty.
there. She got the top spot
Well,
right
she,
now.
She was really a ride or die, and I can tell y'all the history about her name's Blessing BNB. You know what I'm saying? She was African.
She gonna win the basket, bro.
Yeah, I think she's gonna win the basket.
I
Just
don't,
off
I
of-
don't know about that, and I'm not co-signing on anything. But
Shout out to Blessing. You might be on the bat. You might be in the option to win the
to win the
basket.
basket. Yeah.
Because we've been promoting for weeks, and
And I think
she about
she's
to-
like,
she's
yeah.
a top listener. Ain't
Yeah.
nobody liked any of our images yet. Nobody's added us or anything like that. She's about the only one. So
I mean, hey, if my past can benefit off this future and present, I'm okay with that.
That's a good way to put it.
Yeah,
yeah.
yeah.
Shout out to her. But so what does Thanksgiving mean to you guys besides cooking?
Family.
Yeah.
For me, it's
What do
it's
y'all do
family,
during
yeah.
Thanksgiving?
I cook. I bake. And from Thanksgiving Eve, I guess you can call it,
Mhm.
and then into Thanksgiving, I'm cooking.
Mhm.
And fucking with me and my mama, we be tearing up the fucking kitchen, making pecan pies, Italian cream cakes, and fucking chocolate sheet cake, strawberry cakes. Then we making our family secrets of chop suey. Then we make,
What's chop suey?
chop suey is it's like a casserole that we make. It's a rice, ground beef casserole that we make. It's a family secret that
Mhm.
we've been passed on. So my mama trusted me enough and gave me the
Yeah.
secrets. You know what I'm saying? So make chop suey. Then after that, we make the baked beans. We make potato
I'm ready
salad.
for some baked beans, but I don't think I'm gonna have a Thanksgiving this year.
Why not?
potato salad, cornbread.
Come over.
No, y'all got vegan.
I got vegan. My family, I don't know what they gonna have.
Ham, turkey. My dad stands in like a line for like fucking 5 hours for a damn honey baked ham.
Oh
When
my
you
God.
can get them at Walmart.
No, honey baked ham from the store. The
Yeah,
honey baked
from
ham
their
store.
actual
The honey
store.
baked
Oh,
ham,
from their
like,
store.
they're
Yeah,
bomb.
from their
Like,
actual
I used to love that
store.
before I was
So,
going vegan.
We do that. Then my mama does her famous dressing. It's just fucking great. Depending on who's coming, she may make a banana pudding. You know, I make a monkey bread. I make a lemon icebox pie.
A lemon icebox pie.
Yeah.
Is it like a cold?
Yeah. We really be cooking. Like, I really be in that bitch.
And it's like bonding for like the family.
Yeah, that's me and my mama's bonding. Is
Yeah.
cooking. Like, my mama has an actual business that, you know, because of my life, you know, I've been going. We ain't really been pursuing, but we really do have a business, like a cake business, Sweet M's, and I was the one who made up the name, you know,
Oh,
like
that's
Sweet
cool.
M's. So, because her name's Michelle. Shout out my mama.
My mom
And,
Michelle too.
Yeah. And I'm Michael, so like it's just you know, right there. We really be in this hoe going hard Thanksgiving. That's what we do. And then after the festivities, you know, we play the spades. No nigga can beat me in spades. I have a trophy for fucking spades. I go hard in that bitch. Dominoes, you know what I'm saying? My daddy king of fucking dominoes. We in that bitch smacking them bones, you know what I'm saying? We speak to them dry bones. And, you know, and we just, like, fellowship. We just be chilling as a family, just rocking. That's what Thanksgiving means to me. It's more like a just come together, like, you know, get fat, full, and listen to each other.
You know, it's funny part though, cause I be looking forward to like all the food that's being making in Thanksgiving. But
I forgot about the mac and cheese. Mac and cheese be smacking. Like wet pussy, just smacking.
stop.
Like that hoe is great.
But yeah, I can't never get past plate 2.
You can't get past plate 2.
I have a whole 1 plate. And
Girl,
that's
big
it.
tweaking. We make you get at least 3 plates while everybody's there, and then you make a 4th plate to go.
Well, y'all probably got a big family.
Yeah, because, you know, my mama's side is from all Houston. My daddy's side is Stop 6. My mama do got some people from Stop 6. So we got all of them coming, and also, we may cook and everything, but then we go
The other
over
places,
to
yeah.
my granny's house,
Yeah.
who is the queen, the goddess of pecan pies. Like, for Christmas, I ask her for pecan pies. Like, I don't ask her for actual stuff. I want a pecan pie, granny. Like, so she is the top of the top, and she makes her food and everything. We go over there, so I see all them, and then it's just great. Like, and then my Uncle Solid, he can barbecue like a motherfucker.
Barbecue during Thanksgiving?
Hell yeah. You know what I'm saying? Some bolo, you know,
So
some
does he barbecue
ribs.
like at his house, or like does he like?
He barbecues at his house, and then he'll bring like the little platters and all
That's
that
kind of
uh,
stuff.
smart because like I know
Yeah.
like when you like family, like we do that too when we go to Arkansas. Like we be house hopping, and it's like everybody got the same thing. And it's like, okay, who has the best stuff? So like you can like kind of like not eat the same thing over and over again. But like if he's barbecuing, it's like a whole different.
It's
palate.
fucking great. The Thanksgiving is the only time that I'll be worried about my weight.
You don't do.
No, not through the year. I'm just like, whatever. But Thanksgiving is the only time that I'm like, okay, a nigga gotta work out. Like, I done ate
That's a
this.
lot of food.
I done
That's-
ate
that's
this.
a
I
lot of
gotta
food.
work out.
And then people be eating off of that for like a week.
Nah, we didn't even eat off of it for a week. It maybe make like 3 days.
Maybe.
Yeah, because we fucked that shit up. We go hard. So,
Yeah.
so yeah, but other than that, Thanksgiving, family, fellowship, and food, the 2 F's. You know what I'm saying?
Yeah.
Family and food. That's it.
Yeah.
Yeah, that's what Thanksgiving means to me.
Yeah.
I just like the food. Food. That's it.
Yeah, I feel like mine
Because
is
it's
like
kind
family.
of with it depends on the family.
Yeah, I'm a big family person, and like last Thanksgiving, like if y'all don't know, like my dad had a heart attack a little bit before
Yeah.
Thanksgiving, so like we really didn't get to celebrate it. But like it just kind of like an eye opener that like family is like so important. Like I think also Q he had how you say appendix
Appendix.
or something like that. He had something like that too, like one of the Thanksgivings. So like I've missed a few Thanksgivings, but what it has shown me is like it's family. Like family is like the most important thing. Like no matter what you do or where you at or like what you eat, like keep those like that's dear to you like really close because you never know like what the next day may hold.
True.
And yeah, that's like the main important thing for me. Like I mean, also because I'm vegan, you guys, and just to be honest, like I don't feel like cooking like every single thing my own way, and so I just be watching everybody else eat.
That's funny.
Yeah, I'll cook like a few things for myself and then just watch everybody else eat. So it's not even really about the food for me anymore because like, my life choices took me away from that.
I think I'm gonna have Thanksgiving in my house.
That would be nice. We could have like the rent Thanksgiving. I could pitch in for that.
I don't think I'm gonna go anywhere this year. I don't want to go nowhere this year.
You're always welcome at my house.
No, your mama don't like me.
Yeah, but I mean, you're always welcome at my actual place. Yeah, I don't know what the fuck we gonna do for Thanksgiving. I think I'm just gonna make my food at my place and then go to my parents, and then be all like, "Oh, hey," and then my mom
Just show up and then be like, "Yeah, I got food at home."
Yeah.
Yeah.
I think that may be me. I don't know. I really don't feel like going nowhere this year at all. That's just me. I used to like seeing like all the family members, when I was like younger and stuff. But then as you get older, it's the same story every single time.
Yeah.
Yeah, like what you doing now?
House
You still
life,
working?
yeah.
Oh, are you and such and such still together? I get tired of y'all asking me the same damn question when I come over here. It's the same shit. And nothing changed. I'm going to look at them like, I don't know. Are we busy?
Yeah,
Are you?
exactly. Right?
Like, I get tired of that. Like, oh, God. Like,
it's almost like pressure. Like, it's stressful. Like,
yeah,
I came here to like be with y'all and chill.
like that's it. Like play some games or something.
Yeah,
like Michael was saying, playing
work.
games and shit like that. Like you got those families that be just like, so when you graduating, am I gonna come to the graduation this year? Like, shut the hell.
Like I'm going through
up.
life 24/7.
That's what I'm doing. I'm
every single day.
Exactly.
So why are you asking me all this stuff on Thanksgiving?
Exactly. That
Okay.
stuff be irritating the living soul out of me. And half the time I just be getting up and walking off. It's either that or I'm gonna tell you something that you don't want to hear.
You don't want to hear, yeah.
That's just point blank weird about it. Like I got to the age because it used to be like when I was younger. I used to like when people ask me questions like that because then you had your shit together.
You had something to talk about, like
Yeah, you
I
had
feel like
stuff
high school, like up to high school, like okay, when you ask, like okay, yeah, this is cool, yeah, I got something to say, this is what I'm doing, blah blah blah. And then when life started to hit you after high school, you're like, hey, don't be asking me no questions, like oh my
I don't want to talk.
Like,
Don't talk
yeah,
to me
like
about
I'm going through the same shit you going through. We all struggling. Okay.
And then the bad part about it is they be the ones acting dumb, like they don't already know, knowing damn well your mama done told them what the hell you doing. That's what I don't like. Like they ask you the question anyway after they done already got the tea like 2 weeks prior to that.
Oh yeah, they just want to ask you in your face until you get the same answer.
Yeah, see if you gonna get the same answer. Like,
I know Mama told you
yo,
already.
yeah,
Why
oh, your mama
why
told
you
me that
asking
you was
me?
about to do something. Well, then if she told you, ain't
Why
no
you
reason for
asking
me
me?
to tell you.
Yeah.
I be hating that stuff. Like people be that's not a conversation starter to me. It's not. It's just people who want to be nosy. That's just all that is to me. Like, and I feel like them be the families that you go to the family event and all they want to know is gossip about who does what. That's why I don't go to like family gatherings, family parties. I don't go to no kids' birthday parties because it's the same stuff. Every person gonna ask you the same 3 questions.
Yeah.
By the time you hit the third person, you just like, fuck this.
I know.
I'm done.
Go sit in your corner and eat your
Yes,
plate by
like,
yourself.
look, I'm no, because I done got to the point now that I got a car in there, I show up and go. Like, I'm just like, okay, yeah, it's time for me to go. See y'all later. I ain't got to wait till nobody leave. I can get up when I feel like getting up and leaving. That's just what I'm going to do. I ain't I'm going to be on my phone the whole time. I guarantee you not.
Yeah.
And then if I ain't in the mood, I'm going to get a pair of headphones, eat my plate, and then leave.
Yeah. I enjoy being around my family and like seeing them interact with each other and all this type of stuff. And yeah, my family situation is weird. Like with my
every family
parents and
situation is
stuff,
weird
but-
though.
Yeah, which makes it awkward. Like, you know, the holidays you have to go to like multiple houses and like
Christmas and Thanksgiving
like,
is
all this
always
type
the
of
hardest
stuff and, like,
ones.
yeah, it's like who, like where do you go and for how long do you have to go and all this type of stuff.
I don't even like really go to my parents' house for like Christmas and stuff no more.
Mm-hmm.
I usually, like I said, I go for the food. Because a lot of them is kind of like you older now, but they feel like since you older, you don't need nothing.
Well, I mean, it's true though. I feel the same.
Like they give you like they always give you those sympathetic gifts and stuff. Like
but it's like, okay, what are you getting them too? Because now you're an adult. It has to be
I
equal.
ain't giving them nothing.
You ain't giving. You ain't getting.
No, this is the thing though. Like they the family a gift or whatever, but then you have to think about it like. You get your mama a gift, you gotta get your daddy a gift. You gotta get your cousin a gift. You gotta get your brother and sisters a gift. Who's to say niggas can afford that?
No, I get my five, and a few others, and that's about it. You know.
I don't really think I remember the last time I bought a gift. To be honest,
it's nice to give gifts too, but then it's also like you don't want to.
I'm
like,
not
just
about
give,
to
like,
buy you a
empty
gift
gifts.
and
Yeah.
then I don't get nothing. Like that shows who's thinking about who to me.
I feel not even that, but like I don't want to give like an empty gift. Like, oh, you just got me this just because. Like with my family, like we just try to like pick out gifts. It's like good for each individual person, and just get one gift. And like, you know, like I care about you. Like I'll get you something, but like everyone else, like give them a hug, wish them good, wish them well, and keep on going.
Right on.
Cause life don't stop after Christmas. Like, you know, mainly Christmas is for like just to being together anyway. Cause really and truly, like we shouldn't even believe in Christmas.
Nope, it's a government holiday.
Yes, they want to take your money and shit.
Yeah, Christmas
Take your
I'm gonna
money,
be here
yeah.
too. I ain't going nowhere on Christmas either.
All I want for Christmas. I miss working at freaking at Macy's because like the holiday music, like, you know, you hate it but then you love it. Dancing in the fitting rooms and stuff.
I kind of miss Holiday in the Park.
Low key of the low keys.
I never been to Holiday in the Park. Tell me about it.
It depends.
I actually wore the sweater today at work.
Yeah.
You have uniform? Like
Yeah, we have to have. They give us like holiday sweaters. I used to have
like
one, I
ugly
don't have them
Christmas
no more.
sweaters.
Yeah, they say Holiday in the Park on the sweater.
Oh, okay, cool.
Either red or green. And
Red
I
or
have the
green?
green. I gave my mom the red one.
I always got the red ones. I never wore the green ones. They never had the green ones in my size for some reason.
Red looks good on you.
Super
anyway.
tough. Super tough.
Yeah, but what happens in Holiday in the Park is this is a time of year where like Six Flags bring in vendors and stuff in the park. So we have outside vendors selling a lot of their stuff. Like we have kind of like holiday state fair in a way.
Also, like more food places and like more like
little stands. People come in from outside selling like stuff that they actually sell. Like they call it the cowboy burritos.
It's like stuff with stuff.
Yeah, but it's real. Like they're super good because they grill. Like they have this big grill that they put it on or whatever. Kind of like, have you ever been to like Genghis Grill?
I believe so. Oh, like a
stir fry
big
type of
rocks?
thing. Yeah,
Okay,
they use those to like to cook the burritos or whatever. But that was a really good place. And they also like they brought right before I left. They brought a vendor in that had fried stuff. So like fried Oreos, fried cookie dough, fried, all that stuff. That's good. And they sell like hot chocolate and stuff. It hasn't snowed in a long time. So they used to have like the fake snow sled that people can,
go on,
ride the snow hill or whatever on the sleds and stuff. They used
Wait,
to have
actually
that.
like they build the snow and then you can go down the sled with that.
Yeah, I remember when I used to go as a kid. They had it one year we went. but they don't. It doesn't snow like it used to. It doesn't get cold enough,
Yeah.
so they don't do it as much.
Well, since we have like season passes, like we should definitely go because
Yeah,
I would like to experience that.
but she was sitting in the cold. I hate sitting in the
Yeah,
cold.
bundle-
I
bundle up.
guarantee you, if we go, I guarantee I'm gonna only get the food and leave. Cause
Might
I,
as well. You got that food thing.
yeah, I do, and I do. I'm gonna use it, but the way my immune system is set up, the last time I went last year in October,
Mm-hmm.
that's when I got the flu real bad.
Super tough.
Yeah, like I got real sick like after that weekend was over.
It was like too cold. and
Yeah, it
stuff.
was the way it went. It was October, so it was kind of like it was supposed to be like 65 degrees that day, but it was a lot. It was windy,
Oh, okay, yeah.
so it was all right during the day, and we didn't even go like early. We went around like 4, and we stayed till it closed, and I was like there for like 7 hours.
Mm-hmm.
By the time it got dark, it was a wrap.
Yeah, I know. Like,
And then we had rode
colder
like
when
the
it starts
Titan
to-
and everything. So by
Yeah.
the time I went to work that Sunday,
And like when you screaming and stuff like that, it gets
my
into your
voice
ear
went
and
out.
stuff,
My
yeah.
voice went out. Everything. I got sick after that.
Yeah, I see
Like,
it. I can feel it.
It was a wrap for that. But I do like Holiday in the Park. They decorate the whole park to look like Christmas and
It
everything.
must be beautiful.
It does.
Honestly, at night it'd be great. It'd be
Yeah.
beautiful as fuck. Yeah.
I really do like how like that's one of like my favorite times during Six Flags time is Holiday in the Park.
Yeah.
Yep, I love Holiday in the Park. But that's the only time around Christmas I look forward to.
Well,
That's it. But I haven't went in years, so.
yeah. Well, we'll go this year because now I want to go. Y'all got me wanting to go.
We should, but we ain't gonna ride nothing. I'm just gonna tell you that right now.
Oh.
And
You
now,
gotta at
is
least
it-
ride like one ride.
are you gonna pay for my medical bills? Because when I tell you know
Get
how
a,
my
get a
immune-
scarf and like wrap that around your
my
face.
body does not work like that.
I
Like
know it
I
don't. You do get
cannot,
sick,
I
like, really
can't, I can't do it. Like I could be wrapped up all the way up
You
and I
still
will
get sick,
still
yeah.
get sick. I can't do it. It's something with the wind and everything else in my
But
body.
you did say like it still be looking like Christmas even when it's hot, right? So we can like look at the weather and find a day where it's like
It's not gonna be this year. I think it's gonna be
cold.
It's gonna be
Yeah.
cold. It's already cold now, and it's November. And last year was not like this.
it really wasn't.
Last year
yeah.
was still. It was off and on. You know,
Yeah.
we had like a week where it was like maybe 50 or 60 degrees, and then
Yeah.
it was still like 80.
Bro,
But-
speaking of that, like I hate driving in the ice. And I was
Oh,
just
I ain't
thinking,
going
you know
nowhere.
what hit me in the head? Like what came into my head when I was like, damn, we gotta drive all the way over here to the Soto in the ice. Like,
I don't know. I'm
This
not gonna make y'all
podcast.
do that.
we're not gonna do that.
I will
'Cause I feel
let
like
I
it's
will
gonna
let our
be-
viewers know. Hey, you guys. We don't travel.
We don't
You know,
travel when it's
We don't travel
ice
nice.
outside on the ground.
Look, I barely like to travel when it rains.
Yeah. I was thinking that like like y'all say I drive slow. I don't think I drive slow.
No, if it's
You drive slow as shit.
I drive the speed limit and maybe like
That's slow.
5 to 10 over the speed limit.
that's slow.
Like
That's extremely slow.
no, Michael drives.
I drove
Fast.
from Denton. I drove 120 all the way. I made it home in like 20 minutes.
And that's crazy. See, look, I'm
Nah.
a safe driver.
And I did that under the influence.
Oh Lord, don't
Oh,
put
that
that out
makes
there.
it so much better.
Yeah, I was like, oh my god.
Show a little pendant case.
Yeah.
Thanksgiving holiday.
If I wasn't under the influence, I probably would have did 200 all the way.
That is very bad. Y'all didn't see the eye roll that Michael just did right now.
I know, like he didn't give two hell, like he didn't give two fuck. Look at that.
Yeah,
Are you kidding
he
me?
was like matter of fact.
like, let me tell you.
This is what. This is
I
what happened.
rolled. I didn't even
Yeah,
notice
your
I
eyes
rolled.
Yeah,
Fuck.
you did. Stop.
Your eyes
Yeah,
went all the way
fuck.
to the back of your head.
My bad.
Man.
One of our main topics is that may take some time, but we're gonna make this into a 2-segment thing. Maybe next episode we'll have like the rest of the segment, and we'll have the rant of the day, of course, but and then we just gonna go into like the rest of what we're gonna talk about from this subject. So relationships and love. So before we get into like the actual subject, I'm gonna go ahead and I have a friend that we were supposed to do a Q&A, but I only had one person sent me a question, so I'm gonna go ahead and read the question. And her question was, "What is love, and how can you tell when you are in love?"
Oh, what is love? Baby, don't hurt me. Don't hurt me no more.
That's what love
Exactly
is.
like the words
Love is
love. Love is not painful at all.
Oh shit.
Yeah. I don't know what love you've been dealing with, but love is not painful. Love may seem painful in the beginning because you don't want to
In the
be
beginning.
In the beginning.
because like you're like it's a weird sensation.
No,
You're
I
like
feel like in the beginning.
In
like
the
you feel
beginning,
so good. It's like a high.
in the
yeah.
beginning you're like, oh shit, I don't want to fall in love with this nigga or this bitch.
No.
Mm-mm.
No.
No, I
So-
don't
I
know
be
who
ready
you
to
been
die.
dealing with.
No,
Yeah.
I'm telling you, like, love is like you're like, oh shit, like,
Oh, okay.
is
well,
this
that's-
really like love? Like, I thought I just liked
yeah.
this nigga.
Confusion.
Yeah. I thought I just liked this nigga. Like, oh fuck.
Yeah, it's like really
But
something deep.
love after that little hiccup is like, it's
good,
really
yeah.
it's really deep. Like a lot of these people nowadays, they don't understand love, and like it upsets me because I'm a lover. I'm still a fighter, but I'm a lover. Like first and foremost, like they don't understand like the power of love and like how deep it goes. You can be a fucking psychopath, mass murderer. If I love you, I'm fucking loving you. Like I'm gonna be at your cell. Like, bitch, I love you. I don't care. Like that's real love. But like, I'm down for whatever. It don't matter. I got my baby back forever. Like that's real love. I'm not.
So you saying it's like
I'm not a.
inform me about your relationships that you seem like you still loving these people from like
No.
whatever they
Cause okay, so let's break down love. First, we gotta break down love. Love comes in different forms. There's agape love, which is what you know. Yeah. You gotta break down
Okay,
love
yeah, go
to
ahead.
really
Let's go
understand
into
it. Agape love is what God loves for everybody, or whatever you believe. It's the whole love, of a worldly love of everybody. Then you got philo love, which comes from the word Philadelphia, which is the city of brotherly love.
Mm-hmm.
It's a love for one another, just like a friend. Like you and Key, Chriselle, y'all have a love for one each other.
Mm-hmm.
That's a philo love.
Mm-hmm.
Then I don't remember the name because these are Latin names of the Greek. They're just names. Then there's the love for a significant other, like a married. There's that love, you know.
Mm-hmm.
We love you. But then there's also a love that's called for lust. That's
yeah.
that lusty love. You know
Yeah.
what I'm saying? I just like the way you look and you drop that ass, so I'm fine with it. Those loves, you know what I'm saying? So you got all these loves, and people don't understand the differences between those loves. They confuse and a marriage love, a deep love, an unconditional love for a lust love.
Yeah.
So then when those loves get confused, we get into situations that we shouldn't be in. You know, we get into the he loves me, but you know, he treats me like shit. You know, that's not how that love's supposed to go. You know, she loves me, but every 2-4 days she's asking me for money. That's not how that love's supposed to go. He loves me, but he puts his hands on me. That's not how that love's supposed to go. She loves me, but every night when we're supposed to be going to bed, she gets up and leaves for hours on end and then comes back. That's unless she got a job, that's not how that's supposed to go. So, we get lost in the loves and everything. And I can speak from experience because back in the day, I used to be quote unquote hitch. You know, people used to come from me, no lie, no bullshit. They used to come to me for like love advice, hook me up with this person, talk to me with this guy, talk to me with this girl. Like they used to really just come to me about it. And I used to make a pretty good little change back in the day. But so I've seen it all, and like love is something special, and really, it's something magical. It's like it's an enigma that people don't understand. It's a real conundrum. Love is something that's always changing. Like when people are really in love, and you be all like, "What you love about them?" Like they can name off surfacely things, but a real person who's in love, they just be all like, "I just love them." Like it don't even. I just love. You have no explanation because you can't even figure it out yourself. I made a post probably like 2-3 days ago, or it might have been last night. I don't know, but it was like if I know the ending of the book, if I know the ending, I'm not gonna waste my time reading the book. When you're in really love, you just love that book. Like you're just like, it don't matter the pages, it don't matter how the story changed, it don't matter what's going on, ups, downs, turns arounds, I'm still gonna love this book. But then, we get into because relationships are twofold. People say it's 50-50. It's not 50-50. It's 100-100. In relationships, my left arm is your right arm, and your right arm is my left arm. We're one person. Mm-hmm. So love is way deeper than that. So if one person is loving through a marital love, that one love, and another person is loving through a lust love, you can't mix. The energies are not the same. You're giving into a person who's not giving the same back. You're giving 100%, and this person is giving a nice little 50% because, I just like you for the 50%, which is the physical, but we're not, well, really, I'm giving probably about 33%, 0.333. So, because I like you for the physical, I'm not thinking about your mental, which is another 3.333. And then we're not talking about the spiritual, which is another. We're not giving a whole all.
There are people who are spiritual. We're not gonna go into like religion or anything, but then like, how do you because it's hard to be in a relationship when that person is not like spiritual like that.
As y'all know, my parents are pastors, and a lot of things they used to tell me is you can't be with a person who's unequally yoked. Unequally yoked means that person doesn't share your same burdens. Y'all can't relate in life. So if a person's not spiritual, not saying you can't be with them, but then you have to relate on their level because you may be spiritual. So then you have to change your outlook to be with them or bring them to yours. Mm-hmm. So then when that happens, either a spiritual awakening happening on their side, or you're going to calm down your spiritual to be on their side. And that, it's not a bad thing. It's not a good thing. It's just, sometimes it just happens like that. But then you have to try twice as hard as somebody who is equally yoked. But
is it worth like losing yourself?
No, it's never. Person? It's never worth losing yourself because anytime you're in a relationship,
that's easy to happen when you're trying to like level up with somebody.
Yeah, that's the problem with being unequally yoked. Somebody has to dumb down, or somebody has to come up, which it's hard, Even in yin and yang, the Eastern, the light and the dark, they're equal. They just have their own place in the universe. Darkness has its place and light has its place. They're equal forces and elements, but they're different. Unequally yoked comes in to where mentally, spiritually, and maybe physically, we're totally on a different plane. Like it's just
most of the time that's where it happens like that.
Yeah.
When you meet a person, you're not gonna know exactly what they're about. When you have to talk to a person before
And
you
then
realize what they like and what they don't like.
in psychology, we are always taught in relationships, there's always a honeymoon phase, which is categorized by 1 to 3 months. From the beginning to the 3 months, that is what we call the honeymoon phase. The honeymoon phase is categorized by the stream lust love, because we are humans. And any girl or guy who tells you, "Oh yeah, I only love somebody for their inside," it don't matter. They're lying to you, because physically we see with our eyes, and when you see with your eyes, that's what's appealing. You're not going to put something in your mouth that looks disgusting, even if on the actual inside of that food, it's great. That food is fucking delicious. But if it looks like shit, you're not going to eat it. So we see through our eyes. That's the first thing that grabs our attraction. So people who say, "Oh, yeah, I can date an ugly person. And, I just want to get to know them." And that's lying. They're totally lying because you have to be appealed through your eyes first to be grabbed out.
For instance, like I say, you're online dating, right? And you didn't get to see that person, and you got to know them before you got to see them.
Catfish.
It's not catfish because in my situation.
That's the only exception to that rule.
Yeah, I feel like in my situation, like we didn't see each other for like 6 months before we even got a chance to like.
That's the only exception, because now in our technological age, we can be like, "Oh yeah, we can talk through the phone, and I can put out the persona that I want to put out. I can give you my real self, my inside self, and I can make you laugh. I can make you smile. You can fall in love with that." Even then, though, if I see you in real life,
all that go away.
It can all go away because you're like, you're not what I thought you'd be. You know what I'm saying? Because people listen and they make their own perceptions. When you see if you like text and you're getting these messages and you're saying, "Oh yeah, I'm dark and handsome, I can laugh and da da da," in her head or his head, you're getting these ideas. You're getting.
Like if you read a book and you think one thing, and you watch the movie, and like, what the fuck?
Yeah, you're getting all this, and you're like, "Okay, yeah, I can see it, yeah." "Oh, yeah, yeah, I like you. Yeah. Let's meet up." But then you see it, and he's not tall. He's not dark. He's not handsome.
He's Mufasa.
He's
I told you catfish.
She's not thick with a small waist. She's flat chested. She looks like a fucking twig, and you're like, "Oh my god!" But she's got a great mental. "Oh yes, that's great. That's awesome." Most of the time, that's not gonna work. I can tell you factually, like in books, it's factually that's not gonna work. Because also on top of that, because through the internet, now you've built your relationship on a lie. Like, you haven't given me the real you. The real you encompasses your physical, your mental, and your spiritual, all three aspects. Mm-hmm. And you only gave me your mental and spiritual. Your physical is the thing that I'm going to procreate with, the thing that's going to keep me going. It's not going to keep me going in the relationship per se, because, ugly people get along all the time and have 50-year relationships and all that. But to actually, to have an erection or, to get horny, those things are not going to happen with an ugly person. You can say, "Oh yeah."
Okay, so people have ugly faces with fat asses, so.
That's just horny young kids, and I can say from experience, I was one of those kids. "Oh yeah, she got a fat ass, but she ugly. I don't really care." That don't last long, because it's a lust love, and those are honeymoon stages. That you can hit it and then be all like, "Oh, all right."
And once you get tired of it,
you just throw it away. Or her voice is annoying. Like, so like those little things, like, you don't really know people until like you really get in deep with it. Like, you can't be just doing people like that. But I don't even. Okay, so people they don't really understand the love parts of it. And when you get in these relationships, you gotta really work. And one of the biggest things about working in a relationship is communication. If our communication is already fucked up, because you already telling me you tall, dark, and handsome, I meet you in real life, you ain't tall, dark, and handsome, bitch, you lying. The fuck? So, I'm already not trusting you, cuz. So,
Bro.
we gotta, you gotta start off with real honesty.
The worst example known to me.
Yeah.
He's the worst example.
I mean, that's real life, because people just be in there and be all like, yeah, you know what I'm saying? Yeah, I got 2-3 cars, and I stay in this house. I got my own place. I help out my mamas when I need to. No, nigga, you use your mama's car and you stay with your mama and you gotta pay rent like that. Yeah. Niggas play word games. So then that's where you're unequally yoked, because you're at a mental stage of here and they're down here. And usually, you can try to bring somebody up to your stage, but that brings conflict, because people who are comfortable where they are don't like change. Change is one of the most foreign things for people who are comfortable. And it's really bad even for regular day to day. Like, what's your favorite food? Oh, I like chicken fried steak. When I go to this place, I always get chicken fried steak. For a person to be like, oh, we ain't got chicken fried steak today, what you gonna get? I'm just gonna leave. I'm just gonna eat somewhere else. Like, change is very, in this culture nowadays, is very bad. So then that's why we have people who are like in relationships for so long, and they be all like, oh, I'm comfortable. You know what I'm saying? People get comfortable with the abuse, the mental, physical, spiritual abuse that they're dealing with. But because they're not able to take that chance, not to make that change, they rather deal with that and try to adjust themselves, or deal with the pain and adjust themselves, than actually change the situation.
It's also easy said and done too.
Yeah, it sounds so easy, but then most of the people who are dealing with those issues are the people who are those people who are dealing with those issues are the people who are giving a real love, an unconditional love, when the other person was giving a lust love. The lust love doesn't really care. It don't matter like that. Like, okay, whatever. But because this person is giving unconditional love, a real love, you've poured out your heart. And rather than lose all that you poured out, I'd rather just be comfortable. I'd rather just deal with it. I'd rather just go along with the pain and the mental anguish and just go along with it. It'll get better. You know what I'm saying? It'll get better. But then that's where we get these other situations where people are, ending up dead because it was supposed to get better, but it didn't. Then we get the people who are just out on the street because, it was supposed to get better, but it didn't. The people who have mental breaks, it was supposed to get better, but it didn't. People who are bankrupt, bad credit. Yeah, he said he was just going to use my credit for this. Yeah, she said she was just going to do this. It was supposed to get better, but it didn't. And that's what we deal with a lot because it's not an equal yoke. Yeah, some people coming in 100% and the other people are only coming in 50.
I think a lot of problems where that comes from is I'm not saying everybody's like that because some people learn differently, but I think it starts with your parents, because like I say, behavioral, everything is taught. So if you see your parents going through basically what you're going through now, it's kind of like, well, you in a single parent home or whatever the case may be, and you don't know what it's like to be loved by somebody. So when you get in a relationship and you do go through that honeymoon stage or whatever, then you think, oh, it's all good, but then when things start to change up, you don't know how to react to it because you was never taught, like, okay, if somebody, like, even if you were in a single parent home, like, if the parent doesn't teach you how to be treated as like a female or a male, then you will never know how to treat somebody else.
Yeah, and you'll spend all your time like trying to
like you're trying to like make it as if like, okay, I know what it's supposed to be, and it end up like falling apart because you try so hard to like change the stuff. So I mean, that's where I always believed it's like, if you can't be taught what love is, then you would never know like how to treat somebody else, or at least you try to, and you have your own perception of what you supposed to, how you supposed to treat somebody.
How you think love is,
and then that's not what it is.
Yeah, like love is patient, kind, it's long suffering, and parent households really impact that. Especially, I still haven't figured that out, and it's probably because it's the opposite sex thing. But for girls, if she's raised by a single parent woman, she has real problems with a father figure. She will always want attention from another man because she feels like her father never gave her the chance to give like the attention, you know. So it's very hurtful. And those girls go through life in a very painful way. Even if the father is there, let's say dad's always working, you're not giving her the attention she needs.
It's still the same thing.
And it's still gonna yield the same results. For guys, let's say dad was there and, you know, mom wasn't there, or mom was there but she wasn't around, or mom was there but she didn't give you the right love. That will give you the same results as a woman who has daddy issues. You'll always be looking for a woman who validates you, you know, a woman who will be there and, you know, give you all the love and care that you expected your mom to give you. And I talk from experience because even now, like, I'm fighting with like mom issues because like my mom wasn't there, but I could say the same because my dad wasn't there. Like they both was just like doing their own fucking thing. Years of therapy and going through psychology has helped me, you know, realize my own issues. So,
and that's the hard part because some people be like so stuck, and not just in relationships, but all types of other stuff. They feel like they can't talk to nobody about their issues because they feel like people gonna judge them for what they say. Or like,
really, I don't give a fuck. Really, kiss my ass.
It's better to talk it out than to like internalize it. Because like it manifests to something like worse when you keep it inside.
Exactly, and that's true too. But then it's kind of like, if that person don't like actually listen, because you can talk to somebody all you want to,
but they have to like be able. You have to find someone who's actually gonna listen
it's
to
like
you.
some people. Yeah, you have to be able to listen, and then there's just be people who'd be like, well, I don't know. Maybe you're just not going through it as you think you're going through it. Like the people who think realistically. Yeah. That sometimes like some people, like you have to talk to a person the way
like if you were going through it.
Set. So like if a person's brain is set to be emotional, then you have to physically know, like even in a relationship or even as a friend or whatever, if you don't know that person is an emotional person and you talk to them realistically, you're not going to get through to them because they're going to be like, I get it. But then you didn't tell them like both sides. You got to tell them both sides. You can actually like hurt them
even more.
You can hurt them because now they feel like nobody cares for how they really feel. You know what I'm saying?
They teach us there's love languages. It's either 5 or 7. Right now, I'm a little hazy, but there's 5 or 7 love languages that appeal to each person. You know, I can tell about mine. I'm textile. I really like to feel things. Like touch and feel is one of my biggest things. Like when I'm upset, like I'll rub my pants. You know, it helps me calm down and just be in the moment of my pants. when like I want to be on somebody, I'm touchy feeling. Like that's just how I am. Like when I want to study, you know, I study by hands on. Like show me how to do it,
But
and
it's
then
like to
let
write
me.
it out and like do it like that.
Yeah.
Not even so much write it out. Like let me do it myself. And if I'm doing it myself, like Key is great on the little switchboards and everything. Like if she would show me like, hey, this goes here, this goes there, this is how you do it. If I'm doing that, I'm like, okay, I know it, and I'm gonna get it. Like probably the first time, I'm like, okay, all right. Next time I come back, I'm here. All right, that goes there, that goes there. So I'm very like hands on when I learn.
Right.
So that's my love language. I'm very textile. Like show me, hug me, kiss me. You know what I'm saying? Those things. Other people are like, you know, mentally, or like they just need shows of affection. Like, oh, he bought me a card, or it's no. They're people who are showed of affection. They're usually small things like, oh, he left me a note saying I love him. You know what I'm saying? Stuff like that.
He gave me an extra chicken nugget.
Yeah, he gave me extra
my
chicken
God.
nugget. He let me eat off his plate. Oh my God, these shows of affection. Oh my God, I fucking love him.
Yeah.
Like those things are the things they see. And you know, there's other people who just need to hear it. Like they need to hear it all the time. Oh, I love you, babe. I love you, babe. You're so beautiful. Oh my God, you sexy as shit. Bitch, did your ass get fat? Like, you know, shit like that. And you know, those things gives them the love feelings they need. And every person is different. So you gotta know your partner's love language. And usually there's signs. If you're with somebody and let's say they're really all up on you and they're like rubbing and they're just hitting you, they're probably very textile.
Yeah. It says it's 5 languages of love.
5, yeah. I knew it was like 5 or 7.
Like you said, like telling you gifts, acts of service, like doing stuff for them, quality time, and then touch.
Yeah. So then, like, if they're all up on you, then they're probably touch. You know what I'm saying? If they're always texting you, talking about, hey, when can we hang out? When can we hang out? You want to do this? You want to do that? They're probably quality time.
Yeah.
They want to be around you. They don't care about what you're doing. They just want to be spending time with you.
Yeah.
Then you know, acts of service. Oh, he did this for me. Oh, he did that. Not to be confused with gold diggers or niggas who just throwing money.
But like he cooked this meal. Or like,
he thought about that. Or he cleaned my room. Oh my God, he really thought about me. Or, oh my God, he got my backpack ready for school.
Yeah.
Like little shit like that. Then
it's the gifts, like
the gifts. Oh, he wrote me a note. Oh my God, that nigga just loves me. Oh my God, this nigga knows what edge control I need. Like he got me a new edge brush and like,
Right.
It's little shit. So then it's that or
the last one is affirmation. Like
affirmation. Oh, he tells me all the time. He loves me. Oh my God, he loves me. He said it out while we was walking in the mall. Girl, I was holding his hand. The nigga just said, I love you, babe, in front of everybody. Oh my God. So it's shit like that, you know, you gotta know your partner's love language, and they usually give you hints. Because that love language will usually tell you a lot. Like, if I'm always telling you, baby, I love you. Yeah, I love you. Yeah, I love you. You know I love you.
Yeah.
That's probably because my love language is, you know, affirmations. I want to hear it back.
Yeah.
I want you to tell me, oh, yeah, I love you, baby. Or if I'm touching on you, you know what I'm saying? I'm touching on you, feeling you. I just want a little feel.
But then it's but some people, they got all 5.
Some people do have all 5. But the thing about that, there's ones that come out more.
Because, you're right.
Because I like touching and I like hearing. You know what I'm saying? I like hearing, oh yeah, I love you. I love you too, baby. Fuck. You know what I'm saying? I love you, girl. But I like, my most is touch, and I know I like to be felt on. I like, oh shit, that feels great. Oh my God. Like, I like the more touch. some people, you know, it just depends on that person. They usually give you signs. Like if you ever see me, I'm always dancing. I'm always moving. Like you can tell. Like I like to move my body. I need my body like I need to be active. So that would be the signs that, oh, he's probably more of an active person. He likes to be touched. Mm-hmm. You know what I'm saying? I do weird stuff like I'll flick your nose or like fucking push you to the side like, hey girl, like it's weird shit. So then you're like, okay, that makes sense. Like I'm not like people give you signs and I don't like T, as long as I've known you and Cam, I believe like you're more of the small things. Like it's just small things help and like affirmations. Like you're just like, oh, okay, Cam this, oh, okay. Like all the times I've heard you can't be, oh, Cam did this, oh, Cam did that. Like it's just the small things, you know. Rochelle, I've only known you know, like 1.5 months, and I think you're more of you like to hear it because you like to text, and like you text back pretty quick. So then like you like to hear it. Like yours is more of affirmation. I need the reassurance, even though I know it. I need the reassurance. You know what I'm saying? Yeah. So those things are you know, people give you signs, and if you love a person, like really love a person enough, you'll pay attention. Like even to the small things, and those small things are the things that help you. Yeah. You know, just look at the details. I hate the saying "the devil's in the details" because I'm a details person. Like I fucks with details. Yeah, I'm a real details person. You know what I'm saying? I hate the thing about the devil's in the details because I feel like the devil can't be the only motherfucker in the damn details. Fuck that nigga. Like details are the things that build up pictures. You can't have a jigsaw puzzle and make up the whole jigsaw without the details. If you're missing one jigsaw piece, you're gonna be like, damn, I can't see the whole picture. I mean, you can see it, but it's going to be lacking. Mm-hmm. And when you're lacking, you don't get a full understanding. So when it comes to relationships and understanding your partner, if you're not in the details of your partner, you're going to be lacking. You're not going to see the whole picture of them. You're not going to see the inside and the outside. And that's my thing about, you know, knowing the love language of your person, the love. And once you get that rapport, which comes through communication, then you can be able to be like, oh yeah, I see the pieces. Oh yeah, I see the picture. Oh yeah, it doesn't match my picture, but we're on the same level. Like your pictures of a cat, I'm of a dog. You know what I'm saying? We're both animals. You know what I'm saying? So, you know, you can find similarities in each other once you know the whole picture. Because if you're a cat and that motherfucker is a damn elephant, you're not equally yoked. Like you can't you can say y'all are both mammals, but that's not gonna work. Like an elephant can crush you. The emotional distress of an animal is gonna crush that cat. You know what I'm saying? So you have to be equally yoked. Don't be with a cheetah and you're a fucking sloth, because a cheetah moves very fast. So if you're a fast moving person, don't be with a sloth who's going to take it very slow, because they're not going to keep up with your pace. Yeah. You going to be ready to fuck and marry, and they just going to be one to go on the first date. Like, it's not going to work out. So you have to be equally yoked.
Yeah, with that being said, you gotta watch out for like that fast stuff too, because social media is portraying that moving fast is actually a thing.
One of my biggest biggest pet peeves. Like, I don't even really have like pet peeves, but I do, but I don't. Is when people be all like, "Oh, I see social media," and be like, "relationship goals."
Yo, you said that last week.
Yeah, because that shit pisses me the fuck off. Like, bitch, how you gonna say relationship goals? Am I fucking Gucci Mane? Am I whatever the fuck her name is? Bitch, the hell no, we're not.
Unrealistic expectations.
Yeah, how realistic? Because we're not the fucking same. But yeah, because that shit's unrealistic. They're different from us. You can't say, oh yeah, I like the relationship between what's that nigga name? John Legend and his wife. They're very different people. They're not me and you. Bitch, I don't sing like John Legend. I ain't got his fucking money. The hell?
Yeah.
And you don't look like his fucking wife, bitch. The hell? You wake up every morning. I have to like get myself ready to look at your ass.
God,
like,
Oh,
get
Lord,
your shit
Jesus.
together. Like,
Jesus, I hope
I
not.
don't-
I hope you don't
that's
feel
not
like
the case,
that.
yeah.
no, I don't feel like that. Like, I'm just saying, like, these are the things. Like, bitches, like, bitch, you look like Precious, and you trying to act like you Chrissy Teigen. Like, no, like, act your part. I'm very
But
big.
it's hard to like not look at that and long for something that
Yeah, because
that
You
see.
can long for it, make it a motherfucking goal, work hard for it, but don't push it off on our relationship, because we already have the strains of trying to learn each other.
Yeah.
Now we have to learn another motherfucking person and then emulate it.
Yeah.
No, we're not doing that shit. Like, the fuck, no.
yeah,
Know your
especially
fucking
when
role.
We go
Yeah.
back to I've used them as example all the time. Well, since we've been started, but like the like how Queen now is still making it okay to be what she in, because you know people look at her as like, oh, you know, she came out of a abusive relationship and she found somebody new, and they ain't been together a whole year and she already pregnant. And people think like, oh my gosh, like that's what I want to do. Just because she became famous, she came from YouTube
I'm
and
really-
all that other stuff.
That's weird because everybody like clicks different. Like some people like they
Yeah,
relationships
and
for
it-
like hella long time.
Yeah.
but they still good relationships. And some people like they just click real fast and
And
they
you,
get
you
very
have, but
I
you have to
mean-
watch out for that too, because yes, you can click with somebody so fast, but you can realize like
If you
in
don't
a
really
hot
know them,
second
yeah.
that person is really
Yeah.
not what you thought they are.
The biggest thing about clicking real fast. Okay, so when we see people who click really fast, that means they're on a good vibe. You know, that good vibe is rocking. But then through time and dedication, which relationships need time and dedication, you see the other sides.
the
One of the-
hard shit.
yeah, one of the biggest thing is like let's say you're friends with somebody, and then you're like, oh yeah, let's move in together because I need a roommate. Now you're seeing the other sides of this person that you
Don't
didn't
see on a
see
regular basis.
when like they went home.
Yeah.
So now you're seeing the difference.
Yeah.
They were great people
Yeah.
when like you were just seeing them at school, or they were like at the gym. You were great with them.
Yeah.
But then now that you're living with them, you're like, these niggas here, what the fuck? Like,
Yeah.
the fuck you doing? Like, oh my God, like these niggas here. And it's fucking with you. So the biggest thing about clicking fast, you have to discern which is what is attracting you to what is the actual person.
Mm-hmm.
So you have to dig a little deep.
Yeah,
So
that's why I feel like with like
The-
going back to that example of like Queen and stuff. I think she's liking the fact that he giving her that stuff that she didn't get from Chris. Because remind you they were married,
Mhm.
but I think now she's like we were talking about earlier, that not the materialistic person, but the person who's looking like for you to show them that that's what they like to be loved. Like he's
Yeah.
giving her like flowers and rings, and she's like thinking like she's really so in love because he's giving her. I like get that thing 1 year.
Yeah. So then the issue is, if you're clicking with somebody very quickly, it's almost inevitable that you have to give the time to know the other side. Because if you just then leave it on the surface, then you're gonna always be fine because you
But I
met
think
on the surface.
I think they feel like, or maybe she feels like, because they lived together for 3 months that they lived together.
3 months is
before they
honeymoon
actually
phase.
became
What do
public.
y'all think about that? Like, do y'all feel like you should live with the person that you're with before y'all like, get married? And
I feel like you should, like, not
because you know, like
immediately.
the older days, like people
Because
call that. What's it called?
They call it shacking.
Shacking. Yeah.
I don't do the shacking. We're not gonna shack. But I believe if I get on one knee and I propose to you, and you're my fiance, and we set a wedding date,
then that's different.
What you call it? Like, let's say 6 months before the wedding date, I need to live with you.
Yeah.
Like, you need to move in because I need to know how you work when we're living together. Because
it's not always. I mean, it also depends on the time period. Like with them,
that was fast.
That was too damn fast. Like that was fast. I don't. Their whole situation, period, I don't agree with. Only for the simple fact of like being a female and being in like that situation. Like I think it's because she's so vulnerable and she's been through what she's been through. And who's to say it was bad? Who's to say like? I think she really portraying it to be worse than what it really was because
her and Chris.
Yeah, I think she portraying it more because you have to realize like, okay, the things that he did on the camera. Okay, cool, but what was you doing? Like, it's always a two sides to every story, really three. Yeah. But what was you doing to him to portray, like, for him to act like that? And even if you weren't, you know what I'm saying? Like, if what y'all did was so bad or what he did to you was so bad, why is it worth bringing back up? Yeah. Because the thing with Chris is now everything that she do, he reacts off of what she do. And in all reality, he's the one who's still hurting and she thinking she moved on and been happy. Yeah. And everybody's making fun of him because he's reacting off of what she did. But that man is still in love with you. Y'all have a whole kid together. He has to look at his kid every day and realize that I'm not with your mama no more and we were married. And then he has to look at the fact that she went in to go move in with another dude before they was fully divorce papers through. Yeah. So, you know, and so maybe he's just lashed out, especially with all the stuff that he's going through. But I don't agree with anything that she's doing. For you to be an influencer, look at what the kids you're influenced to do to make it seem like it's all right for you to go. You know, I'm not saying abuse or whatever is going through. Like if you're not happy no more, then leave. Cool. I get it. You know, even she said, okay, I went back the first time, the second time that he cheated or whatever. But
the hard part is leaving.
Yeah, the hard part is leaving. But then I think when she left, she just left. Yeah. And she wasn't thinking about like the outcome of leaving. Because even then it's like, okay, you went back after that. But then it's kind of like example, De'Ara and Ken, when they was going through stuff, they completely blocked out the whole internet because they didn't want nobody in their relationship. I think where Chris and Queen went wrong is they allowed everybody to be in a relationship to solve their relationship for them instead of backing down and realizing, okay, if we really want to work this out, then we need to work it out. And now she into something that I think is going to be it's going to ripple effect. It's going to be the same thing.
Was Chris her first relationship or like that's the first like major like situation?
No, I think she said when her and Chris got together or before they got together, I think that's what she said. She was in a relationship with somebody else. Oh, okay. And then they got,
what goes around comes around. I mean, yeah, that's definitely like true. Yeah, I don't know. I feel like it's good like to live with somebody like before like you make that next step because you get to see like the dirty, the bad part of them and the good part of them. And
because if I'm engaged to you and I didn't know that you fucking clip your toenails in the bed, like. Like, it's little shit like that. Like, I'm like, oh, bitch, what the hell? You clipping your toenails? Yeah, I clip my toenails every night. You didn't know that because we weren't living together. Like, oh, my God. Like, you couldn't do that in the bathroom?
There's some things, like, you may or may not be able to live without.
Yeah. So.
I feel like with them, that's the same thing. Like, they feel like, oh, because we've lived, quote, unquote, lived together long enough to know that, oh, we're good enough to live together now.
But for them, like, I feel like they're, like, an invalid, like, situation just because because like they make their money off of social media. And so, like, for them, like, they're always together anyway because that's how they make their money. Like, oh, Chris is in the video. No, Clarence is in the video. So now, like, we getting more views. We making more money. You know what I'm saying? So it's a money thing, too, in their mind. Like,
it is a money
that's
thing.
That's why it's, like, bad to look at social media for relationships, but you don't know what they're doing. Because they
get
don't
where they
have
are.
everyday jobs like we do.
Yeah.
You know what I'm saying? So they don't have to deal with that stuff. Like, they're making money off of social media.
Yeah.
So...
Because that's like
for them,
I'm not
it's
trying to
good
like
live
compare
together.
like I'm not trying to compare like relationship stuff, but if you do compare like say for instance De'Ara and Ken's relationship versus you know Clarence and Queen's relationship, you could tell the difference in the relationship.
Yeah,
because it's like they already up there, you know, they're like 4 point whatever million, you know, they actually getting like
so they can afford to take a break when they're actually
they can afford to take a break from social media and stuff like that, but they also like how they act in front of the cameras, how they act off of the camera. So if De'Ara get mad at something,
like she
gonna be mad. Like, you know, she gonna do it. Like Clarence and Queen, it's like they haven't been around each other long enough to be like, you know, or maybe they have. And Queen's
that's the thing too. Like we might not even know like what's going on.
Yeah, and so it's kind of like that's why I was like I strongly believe I'm not a hater, whatever, you know, do you boo boo, but I really don't believe the whole thing that happened that went down with her and Chris or whatever. I really don't believe that.
Know, over the past year, like I feel like things are easier to believe than what you don't think.
Yeah,
I mean, you know what I'm saying, what I'm trying to say, right?
Yeah,
like you might not think someone would do something like that, and like they might not portray like that, and people might not see them like that, but then like behind closed doors, like it's something else.
Yeah, like I mean, because the way she did it, it was like, okay, maybe Chris got anger issues,
and it's hard though because like as like if you like really down for your man, like you don't want to portray him as like a bad person, like you want for the world to see him as good, because at the end of the day you're gonna forgive him or not, whatever y'all gonna work it out, but then people are gonna see the situation. So like I feel like maybe in her case, like she might have been like, you know, not wanting to say anything because like she didn't want like people to see him a different way, especially if they're making money off of what they're doing. That's why like their situation and like that whole like social media shit, like it's fake. Like
it is, the whole thing is fake because I mean, you like I was like bringing up to the fact, I think we were supposed to talk about this last week, I don't even remember if we did or not, but the whole Chris and Parker shit.
Yeah, we talked about it.
How in the hell is dude already out of jail? And that's why did I not tell you? I was like, that shit fake as hell.
Yeah.
Because, and apparently she dropped the case.
Yeah.
I'm like, see, and then it's the thing I was thinking about, like, everybody's giving, and I'm not trying to, like, take Chris' side or say whatever he did is okay, but at this point in time, it's kind of like, y'all making this man look horrible. Yeah. And so it makes you think, okay, if he really did what he did to Parker, I think people believe that he did that to her because Queen said that he did that in the first place. Yeah. And maybe he did do it to Queen. I don't really know because at the time period I didn't watch them like that. Yeah. But you can't put somebody else's past on somebody else.
That's very true, yeah.
But yeah.
Either way it goes, guys, don't put your hand on other people and
don't put your hand on other people, you know what I'm saying? Don't let this social media relationship stuff be the reason why you break up with somebody that probably was good for you.
Yeah.
So,
but that's very true.
Be sure to like, subscribe, share on all our social medias, you guys.
At the Rant.
Thanksgiving is coming up. Our giveaway will be ending next week. Well, actually this week because next week is actually Thanksgiving. So
next week's not Thanksgiving, is it?
It is.
Oh yeah, because Sunday starts a new week. So yeah, you're
Happy
right.
Turkey Day, guys.
Yeah.
So this is gonna be the episode.
No. The week after next is not Thanksgiving.
Yeah, yes it is.
No. Because
next
I got
Tuesday is the 22nd.
I got a party I gotta go to.
Let me tell you,
like the 19th or some shit like that.
This Thursday is the 15th.
That's next week.
This Thursday is the 15th.
Yep.
Damn.
Yeah, so you know, be sure to listen up, like photos and everything for a chance to win a Thanksgiving giveaway. You got 3 days, you guys.
Yeah. And thank you for listening to us. We appreciate all of our supporters. Like
we really do. The ones that we do have so far.
Yeah, and we're transitioning into YouTube instead of SoundCloud, right?
Yeah, we're transitioning into YouTube from SoundCloud.
Yeah. So
YouTube is actually doing pretty well right now. Shout out to all the people who's actually been listening to us on
Yeah.
YouTube.
Yeah.
But
yeah.
be sure to follow us on YouTube at The Rent TV.
Yeah.
All right, Michael, you gonna close us out?
Away in the water. Away in the water, children.